Okay, I got the cord. Now I got the car. I might try to hook him. Moldamba. Focus Malama, focus Moldamba. I need to hook that shell and I need to hook him. Oh, there you off you go, boy. See ya. What's up, guys? JustAColombian here, and if you have played Paladins, you have been thrown off the fucking map by a turtle, or sometimes things like this might happen with that turtle. I think I might get him. I think I might like throw someone out. Here you go, boy. Oh shit. Oh, fucking hell. Makoa is this talking turtle that talks about keeping the peace from of this land and stuff like that, restoring the peace. We don't know why. I really don't have a fucking clue about his lore and stuff like that. But well, we only know that he is this like turtle thingy, turtle guy with a fucking anchor as a hook that will just make your day a shit. Who is this guy? Well, it's Makoa, the Ancient.
You challenge Makoa?
So Makoa is this turtle-like guy that will help you a lot in your team fights, in your game overall by capturing the point and stuff like that. But let's get into this part by part, like piece by piece. First of all, we'll talk about what role does he have, then we'll be talking about his abilities, then we will be talking about his legendary cords, then we will be talking about his like main loadout, then we will be talking about little tips and tricks, and finally we will be talking about if he's actually good. Do I recommend you to play with him, and how hard is it to play with him if you're a new like person to the game. So that's the main format, and let's get started with the main role that he has. Makoa, as many of you know, he's a tank, or as it's called in Paladins, a frontliner. And what do frontliners do? Well, frontliners are this really beefy champion, this meat shields that will allow you to capture a point or have pressure in a point constantly. They might be healed by their healers, supports constantly, so they can stay alive and stuff like that and keep fighting for a point. They also have, aside from a really big health pool, they have abilities that will allow them to survive, like shields or like damage reduction states or effects or stuff like that. That's not the main thing of a tank, that you will prevent damage to come from you, and also if you take damage you will be able to take a lot of that. Makoa does really well by having 4,800 health base, if I'm not wrong, and also having a shield ability and stuff like that we'll be talking about later on. Okay, so Makoa, really great tank, really beefy guy, and you're able to hook your enemies and throw them off the fucking border, and that's really amazing. Now let's talk about his abilities, his basic set of abilities. First of all, we have our cannon, our little pirate cannon that will deal 650 damage at the closest range, and it also has like this arc projectile trajectory, right? It will also fall off from damage. It will have a damage fall off depending on how far away is your target. How much will it fall off? I don't really fucking know. I don't have a clue, but it will fall off. Aiming with this, it's not that hard. Actually, you might get used to it. It's not that like hard to get used to it, and well, also you don't have to snipe people, in my opinion, since you will be in the main core of the game, like in the main in the point, and you will have people in front of you, well, mainly tanks. So aiming for snipes ain't that of your biggest pro, or it ain't like your main role. The second ability that we have is his hook, his anchor hook, which, well, you will like throw your hook. If it connects in an enemy target, you will pull that target to you, and also if there's like something preventing this target to come towards you, it will block it. Okay, sometimes it might be a barracks turret or also an inner's wall. It happens, or some little sharp edges and stuff like that. It will prevent your enemies to move to you, right? And also, if you see the first clips, how do you pull people off the ledge? What you do is, okay, just connect your hook and then immediately rotate to the edge, so the enemy, when you bring them back, they will just like be off the map, right? Like off the map, they won't have floor to use their mobility skill and stuff like that. And well, that's how you do environmental or gravity kills with Makoa. Then we have his shell shield, and what it does is basically channeling a shield for 4 seconds, which has 600 health, and also you will be able to modify how it works by using some legendary cards. So yeah, that's about it. I won't be talking about the legendary card right now. And well, a little thing about the shield is the fact that you will move with the shield. It's like a dome. It's like Barracks ult. You have a dome and stuff like that. If people come inside your dome, they will be able to deal direct damage to you. But if they're shooting at you and you have your shield up and they are outside of the shield dome, well, they won't deal damage at you. Then we have his F skill, which is his mobility skill, and it's just like you hiding your head and rolling. Hiding your head, arms and legs and rolling. Typical turtle move, and what it does a little damage and knock off to your enemies, and that's about it. And it just goes straight forward. It's a really basic movement ability. Last but not least, we have his ultimate Ancient Rage, which, well, when you activate it, it will regen all your health. Let's say that you are in 1 HP. When you activate this ability, you will be back on your full health, and also, if I'm not wrong, you will have 5,000 additional health. If I'm not wrong, I don't really remember. But also, this ultimate has a duration. This duration is 8 seconds. You will be able to stay during for 8 seconds doing swings with your anchor. Yes, you enter into a melee state with your this ultimate. Also, you will be able to hook people. Yeah, you will be able to hook people while you're ulting. The only bad thing, and it was since patch 46, you don't have CC immunity. So Bomb King can stun you, Moldamba 2, Torvald can push you off the map. So yeah, be careful when you're using this ult. Every single swing that connects will deal 650 damage, and also you will have a little HP boost. Okay, that's about it with that ultimate. It's really great. It's really great when you want to clear out points, you want to capture the point and they're not allowing you, and you're in like a really low health. Well, that's the point that you will have to use your ult. Try to use your ult when you're really low, like low on health, since you will make it work a little bit better. You will be dealing damage until you're in let's say 300 health, and then you will gain all your health back and deal more damage. So that's the thing. That's how I use it. Now let's talk about his legendary cards. His legendary cards are pretty basic. First of all, we have Health Shell, and you know that when you're using your shield, when you're using your Q, if I'm not wrong, you move with your shield on, right? You have like your shield on you. Well, with this card, you will activate it and it will create like this dome that doesn't move with you. You will just make the shield and walk like in any direction, and the shield won't follow you. It will be like Barracks ult. Then we have Leviathan, which is a pretty basic card. Well, you gain 1500 health if you want to tank it up a little bit and take a little bit more damage. Then we have Pluck, which this is like my favorite card, and what it does is gain 80% bonus damage on your first shot after hitting an enemy with Dredge Anchor. So Anchor, I don't know, but yeah, what it will do is you grab someone, and the first shot that you deal to that enemy, it will have an 80% extra damage. I love this thing. You are able to do some really cool overkills or secure kills with this thing in an amazing way. You can combo it up by, let's say, a basic attack, anchor, basic attack, then use your F, like be behind your enemy since they will try to run away, and then keep on hitting them with your basic attack. So that's like the kind of main thing that I do. Now let's talk about his loadout. I won't be saying like specific cards, but I will tell you what his loadout will let you pick, and you have a lot of movement speed, you have a lot of health regen, mainly like, let's say, if you have your shield activated, you will gain like this amount of health per second, and also you have another card that will give you health regen if you hit an enemy with your shell slide thingy, your F skill. If you hit somebody, you will regen some health, and also some stuff like that. You also have your typical cooldown reduction. That's pretty basic for typical, for the most used cards, mainly your anchor. I would recommend to go with the cooldown reduction for this anchor, and that's about it, just tanking you up a little bit. I would recommend to go with a mixture of the three, like giving your anchor some CC, some CD, some cooldown CR, CDR, Jesus, I'm forgetting all the concepts from gaming. Well, you will get some CDR on your anchor. That's really great. Your anchor is real amazing. It will help you a lot. I would recommend to go with that, with a little bit of health regen and some movement speed, since Makoa, it's actually really slow, and that's now so pros because he's a fucking turtle. Now, some little tips and tricks about this guy. I would recommend you to, well, use your anchor for enemies that are not tanks. Try to use your anchor for damage, like damage dealers, flanks, and support, since, well, you will deal some nice extra damage if you have the legendary core that I have been talking about. You will deal some nice extra damage that will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. And also, like, taking out a support will help you so much, but so much, since the enemy tank won't be able to stay alive that much. And also taking out a flank will help you like give a little support to your damage dealers, since flanks always focus the damage dealers and stuff like that. So that's the main thing that I recommend with Makoa. And also another thing that I recommend with Makoa is what I told you, have a mixture of movement speed, CDR on your anchor, and also some health regen. It will help you a lot. Last but not least, let's talk about how difficult is it to use Makoa. So in a scale from 1 to 10, I would say that around 6 or 7 for a new player. I would say it's really hard to get used to your anchor mostly. That's the main thing that you have to learn how to use. But your shots, well, what I have been telling you, you will be in front of people all the time, so missing a shot, it won't be that hard. Well, easy. Missing a shot, it won't be that easy with your targets in the front, and also you won't be sniping. So yeah, that's about it. And also learning to play a tank with this character who has a lot of utility is really great. It's really great. He's not the easiest, because knowing how to use your anchor and your basic attacks is kind of like the main thing here. So should you play Makoa? Yes, indeed. I would recommend you to play with Makoa. He's really great, he's really amazing. You can deal some really nice damage with your legendary cord, or also take some nice damage and help yourself with your loadout, as also your legendary cords. And well, he also has the potential of like targeting and making it easier to grab like really fucking annoying characters, let's say a Shaolin, and eliminate them really fast, whereby, well, grabbing them with his hook and bringing them to your allies. But well guys, I'm JustAColombian. I hope you enjoyed this video, you like this format, this little idea. I will be making it better and better, well, as time allows me. And please read the comments, and I have something really important to tell you in the comments, 2 really important things. So yeah guys, I hope to see you in the next video. I hope you learn a thing or two, and I see you in the next video.